Anyway, anybody here that didn't come here to enjoy themselves today? Well, you came here to have fun. Okay. Well, my first talk is going to do a little bit of that. And I'm going to read all this because my memory quit.
What happened to it? Did it just get tired?
It just quit. Yeah, it never really got over the hump to begin with. Folks, are you feeling tired? Wishing that you had a little more energy? Perhaps you're carrying around a few aches and pains and wish that you could just let them go and move on. And I'm not talking about your mates or humans. Did you know? Of course you didn't know, or you wouldn't be here. Well, I'm just going to tell you, there is a secret elixir handed down through the ages and kept secret by its possessors. Yes, secrets of power and health and wealth that through the ages have been kept secret by all who has it. Powerful leaders of their day. An elixir so powerful that many were put to death over the ages to protect its secret and limit who could use it. So powerful it was that those who held its secrets decided to hide it and make it so no one could have it. Sad but true. After their death, they received the powers, the secret elixir would be lost forever. But heaven has smiled upon you here today. Yes, you, owing to a rare and awesome miracle of miracles, it so happens that the secret of this elixir was discovered and handed down through various shady, closely guarded connections until I managed to get my hands on it a few months ago.
What'd you have to do?
Only I was able to translate the words and symbols. Only I was able to acquire the knowledge of the whereabouts of the ingredients. And now, only I am here to share some of this information with you. I remind you that this information itself was so secret that even the list of the ingredients was hidden and unavailable to anyone for ages until today. You're not here by accident. You were sent. Sent to hear the very words I'm going to say to you now. So hold this information close to your heart. Cherish the words you're about to hear and put them to use in your life. Become the powerful, the wise, the learned, just by using and digesting this marvelous elixir. I cannot share all the secrets with you here because there are some present that may not be believers. They may seek once again to hide the secrets from others and keep them to themselves. I cannot tell you now, but I can tell you where the secrets are and how you can get them. Are you ready?
Woohoo!
Yes.
Super. Will you hear and seek the secrets of health, the hidden joys of life, the endless power of who you were really meant to be?
Okay.
Very well.
Yes.
There are many classes going on. The U Council workshops, Consciences Constantly Connected class, Reiki healing classes, meditation classes. Many teachers share in all kinds of classes and modalities of reaching out and helping others. Each of these classes holds a part of this secret elixir. Many teachers, each of these, and the secrets of health and healing others. The secret of happiness by sharing the joy you already have within you. The power to change the world by allowing the power of spirit to show you that it is already within you. And then all you need to do now is find ways to release it and watch it grow. The power of spirit, of growth, of health, of joy. Go to these classes. Go and learn, and in every class you take, every book you read, and every life that you touch with love and forgiveness, another secret will come into your life. You are the base ingredient that is of most importance. You become the elixir. Do not hide the ingredients as in days of old. make a vow now to yourself that you will never again go to a class alone. That you will take a friend to every class that you attend. Be a part of the community that you're in by supporting the teachers and the classes and everyone that provides them. For there is no community without you in it. And it is so. Thank you. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about what my talk was supposed to be about. Now, did everybody understand that if a class is good enough for you, it's good enough for your friends? Take them with you. Too many classes don't make because the teachers do everything they can do to get a class going, and they can't get enough students. So the knowledge stays hidden. My name is Lewis, and basically I started in '87 when I started teaching, or actually started doing hypnosis sessions on my own. A little bit later I started taking classes with extensive teachings on self-hypnosis, on hypnosis, clinical hypnosis, past life regressions, and through various churches, religious research, the spirit releasement, psychography, all kinds of classes, Edgar Cayce Foundation, and what have you. I've had the most marvelous and unorthodox journey in my search and eventual discovery, which has now become the spiritual growth and development of my own life. Over 30 years ago, the main desire of my heart was to discover truth. The truth about spirit, about God, about the divine, whatever one may choose, this creative, loving energy that we call the all there is. I sought understanding. I sought some degree of control over my life and the circumstances I found myself entwined within. I sought power to bring about change. I wanted some control in my own life. I had none. I sought at least a glimmer of hope that the pain and the suffering that we were all going through, that there must be some ways that maybe others won't have to go through it. They won't have to spend as much time, energy, and grief or tears of learning the same lessons that I did. And what lessons that maybe they won't even have to get into to begin with. Learn from my mistakes, don't repeat. Whatever this was could not be just mine. It would have to be and could not be just unique. Because if it could not be reproduced, if anyone couldn't do it, then it would not be truth. Truth has several criteria. One is it is harmless. It is not a controlling power over others. The second, it is reproducible anywhere. It is not limited by a belief or a building or a location. It is available to everyone. It is non-dependent upon anything. It is not limited to yourself or an individual or a person. And it is simple to understand and grasp by anyone who decides to look into it. 30 years later, I've learned a lot. I have greatly expanded my views and my understanding, and I have had to learn that I have a lot to share. But I've also learned that I have even more to learn. If anybody's ever looked at a circle, if we can imagine, I was a quarter when I started. And if you were able to imagine this is the size of a quarter, everything inside the little quarter circle is what I knew. I was aware I did not know what was on the outside of that quarter. So I had a line about 1.5 inches long of what I didn't know in the universe. Now 30 years later, my circle is much larger. I know everything inside of this circle, much more than what I knew 30 years ago. But as you can see, the circumference of the outside is longer. So I am now aware that there's over 12 inches that I don't know. So some people would say that the smarter you get, the dumber you get. Or at least the smarter you get of what you don't know. And that's where I am, and that's where we go through life. I was asked a question. My wife is a channel, and we've channeled for over 30 years, and we record all the sessions. Back in 2011, I was asked by Archangel Gabriel, can you tell me what you believe that your primary work is? And you know, once in a while we say something, we say, man, I wish I could remember that. It was just so profound. Well, guess what? I get to record all my sessions, so mine was recorded, and I got to go back later and get what I said because I thought that was cool. Anyway, my answer was to help others take at least one step in a higher direction, to give them a bit of hope, that they can do it and succeed, and that someone cares, that they are not alone. And that was what I feel people need the most. That's what we all need, in my belief. Of everything that I have spoken, that is the strongest statement that I believe that I have made to myself. With all of the products that we have developed over the years, and with all this recorded information, we have a great potential. I see all of our projects as my children. Lives are attached to every one of these projects. They're still living, they're still growing, they're still changing lives. And we still get a lot of contact from people that started these programs 25 years or more ago of how it changed their life forever, for the good. For 30 years we have channeled and recorded. And I know that they say in order to be a master of anything, you have to focus. You have to focus on one thing, and you have to work that one thing over and over and over. And I did that a lot with past life regression and hypnosis and with spiritual stuff. But then with all these children, I was really scattered, and I said, how can you focus on one thing? Which one do I turn loose? Which one of you parents has children that would look at them and say, okay, I don't have time for all of you anymore. I'm going to let this half go, and I'm just going to keep these two over here. And I know you've wanted to say it, but, you know, in reality, it's not something you can do. They're a part of you. So we focus. We've long had our hearts fulfilled on a vision. A vision where others can be a part and share and grow in this same vision. A community of hearts and dreams pulling together towards a common goal. This is achievable and workable. Our main physical desire and focus of the one thing we can focus on and still have all things happen was to have our own retreat center. To have, among other things, a school, a sanctuary, a space for events, media, and publishing facilities, and plenty of nature. We are to receive information from those in spirit who we believe to be a part of our team. That's our number one job. Bring information through, store it, and present this information to the rest of the world as we see fit and as we can do it. To use all of our power and possessions that we own to start a foundation to protect, manage, and share this data as it chooses to do. To find others in tune with this idea to join with us along the way, that we can move in parallel paths as we share and grow together. A foundation to design classes and programs, and to assist those who would teach and other topics that even we don't teach. a foundation to honor all people as they grow through their service to us and others, urging